I was a gacha player back in my teens. I used to sneak my phone to class and play it when the class gets boring. Until now, I still do it. It's fun. But don't be like me. Focus on your class. Don't put the prize in the bag, please. Ignore if my voice is stuffy or deeper or something. It's my 1 week sore throat. Don't worry, it's just a normal cold. I'm not gonna go anywhere. This whole defending the multi-billion-dollar company is such a bad practice, especially when they're settling for less. Because you deserve better than this, but please do not go to lengths of Himiko bunny suit drama. I'm gonna say it upfront. I used to be a Hoyo shill. I love their games, the vibrance, the pizzazz, but it just doesn't work anymore. I quitted Genshin after hearing the Arnara quest that takes half a day to finish. I know shit is cute, and they look fun to be around, but I am not trying to be your house renovator for hours on end. HSR Pentaconi was a wake-up call to step up their storytelling, but it just dumps us with the lore in a single go. I wish that adventuring story was a separate one, instead of stuffing it on an already dragged on main story. Maybe have it as a side story, then it never learned when we reach Amphorius. It even lengthened the storytelling. Don't get me wrong, the story is interesting, but with how it's presented like a PowerPoint presentation and static screens, even high school students could program this. Well, this is better than what Blue Lock has to offer in terms of animation, but I think that's a bar set too low. ZZZ so far I have no gripes about. It's as casual as it gets. I might stick around for a little more. Still on a hiatus. Might pick it up again if I feel like. I don't know when. Maybe in the next me I'll be rerun because I just don't feel like getting back on it immediately due to burnout. Genshin, oh boy, I can already hear the pitchforks and brandishing of the torches. We were on the right track on Fontaine. From my perspective as a Twitch VOD watcher from multiple streamers, the city felt vibrant, and the whole Fontaine arc was something straight out of a movie. It really captured the conflict and resolution of the story. Folklore's death was justified. But when we reached Natlan, what is this? Why do we have a Digimon guy and a copy of Durara as the sun goddess? How does the Nation of War that looks like all civilizations have Tamagotchis and a Kawasaki ninja? When it took millions of years just to get oil that our founding fathers fought for and electricity to charge this sailing device that stuck itself upon his wrist as secrets that it hid. Wait, 2 limited banners in a single phase? They didn't even space it out, and a new 5-star that is going to become one of the standard sooner or later. Oh man, at least they would be lonely and the limited that became a standard list. Fuck. Also, years have passed and still locked in dates. HSR and ZZZ have been available anytime, and Genshin still doesn't have the heart to change it. Oh, don't like the game? You don't play it. I'm already complaining for the right step on the right direction to your beloved game that you white knight. Not to mention you're still capped to 1 weekly boss material and you're content with it. I bet that your beloved C6 standard that you used to brag about is now covered in dust and you're simping for Alerkino just to be her f***ing check. Hey, Star Rail! Man, I had high hopes with this game. But the way they introduced the bosses, instead of the tech they had before in other world bosses, like, you know, the giant dragon that appeared in the space station and the giant grass lady. Yeah, I'm gonna be surprised if anyone still knows those bosses. They just result to HP inflation and you say, you're stupid, just play better, just don't be stupid. No, you are stupid. You're falling for their bait and you are enabling them to see how far they'll go with these practices. As long as you're still praising it, these issues won't go away. I've read the recent patch notes that they try to fix Amphorius, and that still isn't doing the right thing. I love destruction. And the dot mechanic Kafka used to do, you say, hey, at least Jingon is alive and kicking. No, he's the Stephen Hawking of this game, and he's being kept alive with the latest support so he could reach the finish line. These two games I've mentioned so far is like a dude wagging the EpiPen in front of your face while you're having an allergic reaction from you eating your salad after your doctor forced you to be healthy. What I'm trying to say is that they force you to bend over, obey, and surrender your possessions, may it be real money or your saved up stutter J's, premium gems, or whatever the you call it, for your beloved waifu or husbando. Aren't games supposed to be fun? And why do you lock the late game stuff in banners to make yourself competitive? I don't see any living words in game. In game, I say, before you go saying, but a gacha. Don't even earn anything better for clearing it faster, just a sense of relief rather than enjoyment. I've seen other games where other people use wrong attack types, elements, or whatever they call it, and still make it work. I don't see any Blade or Jingliu players in this current MOC, and if you're prioritizing zero cycle MOC, you're generally a loser. There's already news of them getting buffs, but at this point I'm keeping a low expectation coming from Hoyo. The only time the devs truly listened was in Zenless Zone Zero. Zenless Zone Zero, I really don't have any gripes for this one. The pacing of the dailies are fast, pretty generous for the upgrade resources. The events looked nice. The story is keen to the comic-like aspect. May it be both 2D or 3D cutscenes. Even the companion stories tug on heartstrings a little, especially the story of Alexandrina. That was one of the sweetest side stories that I've played through. Still, gonna see if there's anything awesome as that one. Not compare, not trying to like make it into a competitive way that, my god, could they do anything better? Like, could they make something again, something sweet as this again? But knowing that this is like a fresh batch or something like that, I'm not trashing the whole thing. I'm saying that these like new devs of ZZZ department is really truly like proving their worth in the competitive scene of the gaming development, which is very good, a good step in the right direction for them. Editing horizon here, I would like to add that Miyabi might be the second Acheron. We've all seen what anomalies do and how they feel a little too similar to what Super Break has been doing to HSR. They've set the bar very high and they will keep on raising it until it reaches the threshold of whale territory. I've heard news around the net that the developer should do a Memory of Chaos run live in order to see that they've really made this game not free-to-play friendly. I honestly fear the same for Zenless Zone Zero, especially the honeymoon phase of this gacha is running out as well. The rewards and such, you know the big deal, like how they're being so generous. Acheron set the ceiling very high 11 months after release, and in Zenless Zone Zero, Miyabi was released 5 months since the game's release. A lot earlier than what Acheron's release. Not a Hoyo Games balancing team, but I guess the best case scenario is to buff every DPS classes to keep up with the Super Break, Anomaly, or Bloom, or whatever the hell new mechanic decides to become meta. Alright, that's all from Editing Horizon. Back to Sick Horizon for the regular scheduled granting. If you're asking me then what they should do, then I don't know. Something basic like listening to the community and finally listening to the feedback tab instead of printing it and sending it straight to the shredder. The rest of it, they can figure it for themselves. They're the developer. They're the ones who can help the hemorrhaging of players from leaving their side to other games. I hate to shit talk Hoyo because they're the ones who got me further into the gacha space. Maybe in a good way or maybe in a bad way. Either way, I harbor no ill intent. Best of luck on their game development, as greed can only take you so far before everyone turns his back on you. So yeah, I'm saying that you should not do anything bad like doxing the developers, harassing them, or even do anything close to the Himeko bunny suit drama that I do not need to dig into. I'm not taking the side of a Kurobot, I am taking the side of a concerned consumer. I know I still have trust on them that they do something good for the community, but if this shit continues and they turn a blind eye and fall into deaf ears, I don't know how long Genshin or HSR can go. As I'm editing this in a better state and not in a state of I cannot think through my headache, it's good that they're starting with the standard 5-star characters on buffing, and along with that is Sela. Hopefully that they continue this trend as power creep happens every refresh of N.S.C. It's been a long time and I forgot which events has the power creep so much, but I'm just gonna generalize that it's mostly focused on the MOC. I mean, there's also the other events like I forgot what it is, but the one with the hourglass lady in Penacony. I'm pretty sure you probably know that at this point. But yeah, anyways, that's where my ranting ends. Do leave a like if you agree that such things should finally change. Leave a comment on anything I've missed, maybe stuff that they can probably improve on. But yeah, I think that pretty much about covers of what I have about it on Hoyo's management to their games. Hi, my name is Horizon from the No Sleep Club. I'll try to talk more about games that I like in these form 10-minute or more videos in the near future. But I'll still try to continue this Blue Archive YouTube short form video content as I enjoy them as a practice of my hobby with video editing. I'm still currently sick, but my will to edit this video and upload is stronger. Don't worry, I'm taking care of myself. Had my meal, my cough drops, and my good night's sleep. Hope you guys are taking good care of yourself as well. With that said, I'm going to log off now. Stay healthy, stay safe. Bye bye.